like Frank Sinatra, this man has done it his way. The former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, George Rush St-Pierre. A lot of people believe pound for pound, DC, GSP is the best they've ever seen.
Yes, because he was able to mix everything together so well. When he was fighting a wrestler, he was able to keep the fight standing. When he was fighting a striking specialist, he was able to take him to the ground. His jiu-jitsu and just his full-on MMA game was something that we had never seen in the UFC before. Won the UFC championship at middleweight after being away for 4 years. Just showed how special George St-Pierre truly is.
In terms of MMA application of wrestling, no one has done it better than George Rush St-Pierre. Hall of Famer George Rush St-Pierre, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here he is, the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva. The pro record doesn't look like it did a few years ago, DC, but most people still inject the name Anderson Silva into the discussion of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
It's because Anderson is doing us a favor every time he steps foot in the octagon. He could have walked away and protected the record, but the lure, the draw of fighting still is pulling at this fighter. And every time he walks in there, we're getting to witness greatness. You feel it when Anderson Silva walks up the steps. I remember staring across the octagon and going, holy cow, that's Anderson Silva. And he has that approach, he has that appeal to everyone that gets in front of him, not only in the octagon, but in life. One of the nicest guys you've ever met is Anderson Silva. And a renewed focus on recovery and physical therapy has allowed the great Anderson Silva to compete deep into his 40s, DC. You ain't going to 45. I'm not going to 45. Ain't no chance.
You're going to voice a video game.
I'm going to voice a video game. What a great idea.
And now our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George Rush St-Pierre. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, round one of this stand-up only fight is underway. A friendly reminder of the rule set, not a whole lot of them, but you can't grapple or wrestle at all, and if the fight does hit the canvas, no follow-up strikes permitted on the ground. Nice kick there by Silva. Both fighters throwing heat now. Nice body shot there. All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St-Pierre can get one of his patented takedowns, but it all works off of the jab that you saw right there.
It does. I mean, he has a beautiful jab, and I've seen him do so much damage with that jab. You know, I keep calling back to fights, but I remember him and Josh Koscheck. The moment the fight started, bang, jab, broken over the bone. Koscheck in Canada, fight's over. George St-Pierre does not throw a range-finding jab. He throws that jab with malicious intent.
Well, Silva's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds.
That was a hard body kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Straight punch. Useful. That leg kick lands. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Nice jab. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Anderson Silva. Silva gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Big shot to the body.
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, huge kick to the leg. Final seconds of the round. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop!
All right, breathe, respira. Você tem que ir com calma, tá? You gotta slow it down. You gotta be calm, okay? You're being overly aggressive.
Well, what a round it was. Daniel Cormier, you are one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time. I'm not sure you can do a Superman punch like that, though.
With my luck, I would try to push off and my foot would be slippery, wet or something. I would fall right into a knee. No, I would not try that. I don't have that ability. I'm not that free inside the octagon.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, Superman punch.
Come on, let's get it.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Oh, he lands a big one.
Got hurt again.
Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feint, not little punches, with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
All right, so the big storyline in this one.
Holy smokes!
Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Huge left hand.
His punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about. This is a great fight.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Get out of there.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Oh, beautiful lead kick. Point accuracy on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a
Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stunned by a huge shot right before the horn. And now, a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool. And he's only got 60 seconds to recover here. So we'll see if his corner, physically, mentally, can keep this fighter in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl, seminal moments on both sides, and the fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're...
Right there, his opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He gets out of a shot like that.
And back to his feet.
There it is again. Look at it.
Clipped him with the right hand there.
He's got to keep pressing here.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious. That'll do it! Holy smokes!
Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush St-Pierre.